This video is for Algebra 3, the notes for section 1.1, Graphs and Graphing Utilities. There's not really much that you have to do here. I just wanted to explain a couple things. One is you're going to need to be able to use a graphing calculator. In the past, you may have only used Desmos, and Desmos is fine. But I'm thinking that probably if you go to college, you're not going to have access to Desmos. You're going to need a graphing calculator. So there are some things with a graphing calculator I want you to be aware of. The viewing window is one of those things, and probably didn't have to deal with this before. And Desmos, it was really easy to change windows. You could touch your screen and zoom in and zoom out easy enough. But in the graphing calculator, a standard window is -10 to 10, left to right, -10 to 10, up and down. So if I grab a calculator, if I hit zoom, and then 6 is the standard window, that's saying that I have 0 to -10, 0 to +10, 0 to -10, 0 to +10. But you might need to adjust your window. So in this case, here's a screenshot of a graphing calculator that's going from -3 to 4. And each hash mark is 0.5. So this would be -3, -2.5, -2, -1.5, -1, -0.5, and 0. And then the scale, the y min, this goes down to -6. It goes up to +2, and I'm counting by 1. So -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. The other thing in this section that we're going to do, because it's very practical, is we're going to look at graphs that tell a story. And to me, it's common sense, but sometimes you have to be very careful what you're looking at. So the domain and the range should always be labeled on the graph so you know what's happening. So here's an image of a graph. And the domain is time, and the distance is dependent about how much time was spent. So you can see the curve, it's showing acceleration. That means they start moving quickly in a short amount of time. Then it's a constant speed, saying that they're still moving at the distance is changing with respect to time at a constant rate. This is still a constant rate, but they're moving a little bit faster. So here they might be walking using their cell phone. And then here they put their cell phone away and they're able to walk a little bit faster. This horizontal line, the distance is not changing over time, so that means they've stopped. And then this, they're slowly starting to go back towards where they started. So the distance is getting smaller and smaller as time increases. So graphs can show a lot of different things, and reading the graphs, I think, is a useful skill.